Hi, my name is Tim, and I would like to help you with the Accuplacer test. I'm going to show you some test strategies taken from a book, Doug French's Verbal Prep, and walk you through test questions, show exactly how to answer the questions, how to use the best strategy to answer the questions. What you don't want to do is take the test without already taking a few practice tests. So you know what's going to be on the test, you know the instructions, you know what kind of test questions you'll get. So you don't have to take the test cold and not quite know what's going to happen. So first, I'll take you to Doug French's Verbal Prep book. It's about the Accuplacer test. I'll show you an important strategy, and I'll walk you through test questions. So first, let me share a screen. Okay, and this is on, I believe it's about page 17, chapter 1 of Doug French's Verbal Prep book. First, let me show you, let me get my pencil here. Let me show you the test question we'll be looking at here to illustrate a very important strategy to know for the Accuplacer test. First, we've got, so the test question is, Padma chose the bigger of the 7 cupcakes. You see that sentence. Now you've got to decide if you can improve the sentence by choosing another replacement for the underlined parts of the sentence. The underlined part of the sentence is the bigger of the 7 cupcakes. And then it's a multiple choice question. You have A, B, C, and D. A, of course, is the same thing that is in the underlined portion of the test question or the sentence. You see in the sentence here, it says the bigger of the, A says the bigger of the. It's the same thing. So if you believe that's the best choice, you'll pick A. However, you have to make sure. So one of the most important strategies for dealing with the Accuplacer test, the English part of it, is to use the process of elimination, or POE. The process of elimination is to first rule out the incorrect answers, the one you're sure is incorrect. We look on the next page of the book here, and it gives a 3-step process for using the process of elimination to eliminate incorrect answers. So number 1, spot a problem with the sentence as it is written. So we go up to the sentence as it is written. And let me change the color of my pen here. Change it to red. Okay, I read the sentence again. Padma chose the bigger of the 7 cupcakes. The little strange, the thing that's incorrect, very strange, is it says bigger. Bigger is used when comparing 2 things. One is bigger than the other, but yet there's 7 cupcakes. So that's I've identified the problem now. So I go to step number 2, eliminate all the other answer choices that repeat the same problem. I go back. So the problem is with the suffix ER at the end of the adjective big. Bigger is used to distinguish between 2 things. One would be bigger. So we know A is out because it has the word bigger, and it's the same thing as in the original sentence. B has biggest, so we can't rule that one out. C has biggest, so I'm not going to rule that out yet. D has bigger also. I can rule that out because we know the ER ending, bigger, means it's an incorrect answer. Now we have B and C. So go to step number 3. See where the answer choices are different from each other and decide which of them is or are flawed. We'll go back to the question. And what often happens in these type of test questions is you can rule out 2 answers as being incorrect. 2 of them are out. Then you may have a little problem. You have to decide which of the remaining 2 is the correct answer. But you have a better chance of getting the correct answer even by guessing now, because the possibility of getting the right answer now is 50-50. So I look at B, and remember, I'm using the process of elimination to rule out the incorrect answers. I look at B. B says the biggest then. And I know then is a comparison word often used with if. If something is true, then something. But in the original sentence, there is no if. And I also know Padma chose the biggest then 7 cupcakes just doesn't sound meaningful at all. Just sounds incorrect. So I can rule out B. In this case, I know the answer is C. And on the Accuplacer test, I can take as much time as I want. So I'm not worried too much about a time limit. So I'll go ahead and I'll read C into the sentence to see if C is correct. Padma chose the biggest of the 7 cupcakes. I read that into the sentence, sounds very good. So I know the correct answer is C. So that is how to use the process of elimination for answering the test questions on the Accuplacer test. It works on many other tests also. And here's the 3-step process for using the process of elimination. My next video, I will use a similar process for answering the other types of the test questions that I'm just about to introduce you to on the Accuplacer test. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.